What is good? What is good, everybody? It's your boy Cam. It's been a while since I've done my podcasting. Had some things going on, but everything's cool now. But I do want to talk about that Mavericks versus the Pacers game from Monday night. It was a tough one, but we had an injury go down. We had Derek Lively uh, end up not playing at the last minute. He ended up spraining his shoulder during warm ups, and then he ended up not playing. So, and actually, we did struggle a little bit with rebounding without Derek Lively. So, Jason Kidd did play small, like the fourth quarter of that game. And I do want to talk about some of the stats for the Mavericks. Luka Doncic had 34 points. Kyrie Irving finished with 27. Najee Marshall finished with 20. Klay Thompson finished with 16. Spencer Dinwiddie finished with 14 points. And honestly, this is Monday night was actually Najee Marshall's first time hitting a three, and this is his first three he ever made with the Mavericks ever since he came from the Pelicans. And he plays very good defensively than I think Derrick Jones Jr. does, and I think he shoots better than Derrick Jones. And I honestly tough to say. I feel like if Najee keeps scoring as much points, he keeps this up. I feel like he may taking Klay Thompson's starting lineup spot. And honestly, I wouldn't mind Klay Thompson coming off the bench just because like he doesn't play defense like he used to, and he's aging now too. But Klay definitely shoots better. I think still shoots better than Najee Marshall. But I still think Najee Marshall can bring he can bring up the ball, and he could defend pretty much anybody. And so my thing from the Pacers game, what happens? My problem is with the Mavericks right now is this: they're struggling the first quarter. They've been struggling the first quarter against the Orlando Magic for the bit, and they struggled against the Houston Rockets, and then they struggled in the first quarter with the Indiana Pacers, and the Pacers were up 15-2, and basically the Mavericks were just playing from behind for the past few games. But except for the Magic game, they ended up blowing them out. But I think what needs to happen is like Luka needs to get everybody involved in that first quarter because he's been taking up all the shots in the first quarter so much, and shots are just not going in. He's honestly off to a little rough start right now. He's not playing, but he's doing okay. But he starts off the game not playing so well. And I think they were at the beginning for the first three games. I was saying they were moving the ball around real well to get Klay Thompson wide open. But now they kind of weren't doing that, except until like maybe like the third or fourth quarter. Klay Thompson was finally getting shots, but I think Klay Thompson's going to have his good and bad games, just like everybody else does in the Mavericks. And honestly, this is the first time the bench has finally stepped up these past 7 games. The Mavericks bench has finally stepped up, but I think Quentin Grimes needs a little bit more playing time. He needs to at least have 20 minutes. He only played like 10 minutes, but he plays defender. He's a better defensive player than Josh Green was, but he actually played pretty well that one preseason game against the Clippers and finished with 20 points. But I think Quentin Grimes needs a little bit more playing time, to be totally honest with you. And what I think was really crazy, but here's the thing about when the Pacers like come to town, the Dallas Miles Turner is always showing up. He shows up in his hometown. And speaking of that, Miles Turner actually went to U.S. Trinity High School. And he graduated in 2014, and then went to UT, and then got drafted. I think he was like number 11th pick in the 2015 NBA draft, and now this is 10th season. I'm like, wow, really? That's crazy. And Tyrese Halliburton had pretty much a good game too, and the Pacers just played like they are very very fast paced. The way they moved the ball, they were just getting shots in the paint so much, and the Mavericks just couldn't keep up with their fast paced offense. But we did struggle with defense, but again, it's still pretty early. We're still trying to figure out the chemistry with the team. And now it's even more interesting having Klay Thompson out here. But I think it'll work out. It'll work out, and I still believe the Mavericks will get themselves together. It's still pretty early in the season, and everything's gonna be all good. And what also I think was killed the Mavericks is just these silly fouls they be getting, like just like they did with the Rockets. They were just getting all these silly foul calls and everything, and that kind of happened again that Monday. So we just have to see what happens tonight as the Mavericks they do take on Chicago Bulls, and hopefully they will get the dub tonight. So back what I was saying is what I think needs to happen is just Luka needs to get everybody involved, especially that first quarter, because he takes too much shots starting off the game. I think that's what's really killing us. And Luka did miss out on the preseason because of his calf injury at camp, but now he's all better. And now, Luka doesn't have to take up all the shots. Now we added more pieces to our team to help us go back to the finals and win the championship this time. It's like, this is the deepest team I've seen in a long time, since 2011. And I still think we have a chance to do something this year. We just got to take one game at a time. We stay healthy and we good. But I still think we're still working on our chemistry. I think that's why we're kind of like 4-3 right now. It's early for a lot of teams, but the Oklahoma City Thunder, good Lord. Like, they're actually 7-0 right now in the Western Conference, and that second youngest team in the league. That's what I'm saying. The Oklahoma City Thunder is our team we really, really have to worry about. And I just think that will be our toughest team to play in the Western Conference. So, I think what needs to happen tonight is we crash the boards more, just play better defense. And everybody just has a good game tonight as the Mavericks take on the Bulls tonight at 7:30. And the next game they got up Friday night at home is against the Phoenix Suns, which is a rematch from 2 weeks ago's loss at their place. And then this Sunday they hit the road to play the Denver Nuggets, and that will be another tough matchup. Because the West ain't no joking, man. I'm just being straight up real with you. And the West is just loaded, like a bunch of talent and everything. The Western Conference ain't easy, man. So it will be fine. It's just take one game at a time. So, but there is some other news that PJ Washington's actually out tonight with I forgot what his injury was, but he is out with the injury okay, now I remember. So he actually is out with a knee injury, I guess, from the injury he had with Monday night when they played the Pacers. So what happened was, I think what caused the injury, so PJ like falls, he's on the ground, and so like Najee's like sprinting to go trying to help him up. So he slips, which was very, very scary. And then I think that's what, and that looked like Najee ran into his knee, and then Najee gets hurt. But good news is he was able to get right back up and get back to playing. But that was a scary moment. I was like, man, come on, we can't have another injury right now, especially this early in the season. But we definitely need Najee for our defense, especially going in tonight. And Chicago Bulls are actually not too bad right now, and they got Lonzo Ball back after he's been gone for 2 seasons with his knee injury. But honestly, Lonzo's got hurt again because he ended up hurting his wrist, and he's supposed to be missing 10 days. So I just keep prayers for Lonzo, and I just pray that he stays healthy too. And I have so much respect for Lonzo Ball and the Chicago Bulls. But it'll be an interesting game tonight. Hopefully we get the dub. And hopefully we just bounce back from Monday night and just get ready for the next game against Chicago Bulls. That includes my broadcast for the night, for the day, and I will see you on the next podcast I do. Thank you guys, and God bless you guys.